The question is just about what are common misconceptions about surveyors or the work we do, or
the most common question we get is, why are you taking my picture?
Yeah, so the instrument, it's there to measure angles and distances, and it's not taking pictures. So people will often run up, either they'll run up to the camera or to the total station and stick their face right in it, or they'll walk by and shield their face so they're not getting their picture taken. So today we're working on a mapping project for the future construction of a water main. And what we're doing is we're drawing a really big picture, essentially. We show edges of sidewalks, edges of concrete, entrances to buildings, anything that might be important to a designer trying to figure out where they want to put a new water line in.
The total station, this is the core of our data collection right here. We set up directly over a known point, usually, and then we tell it directly what direction it's pointed by shooting another point, and then it measures everything based on an angle from that first shot we take, and then it just uses those angles and the distance to the prism to figure out where we're at, or where the tip of the rod is.
We also have our tilt pole, which traditional surveying, the rod needs to be held straight up and down, essentially. But this is a new piece of tech we have that allows you to hold the rod in an angle. And then so doing that, he can stick the point of the rod under a car or somewhere where he wouldn't traditionally be able to get the rod vertical. Good, 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 good. So I'll say good or got it about 800 times per job. That's about the hardest part.
By the time you're done, it's just, it doesn't even mean anything anymore. It's just a grunt. Be careful crossing the street.
Yep. Should we hold hands and skip?
So when we get the data in the office, we'll stick it on our computer and download the data. And it looks like this, really. It's a text file and it has all the data, the vertical angles, the horizontal angles and slope distance, and what exactly they shot. And then I'll take this, once I edit it, and I'll bring it into our CAD program. What we see here is just a basic aerial photo. We start with that. And then once we bring in their data, here it is, all the line work that they shot in the field. You see here a curb line, a water line. So we send this final file to the design group. And once they get it, they'll give us a proposed alignment for the new water main. And that's right here in orange. When it comes time to lay out this proposed alignment in the field so that the construction crew can install it, we calculate coordinates for where the new main is going to go. We load those coordinates back up onto the card right here, and we give it to the field crew, and they'll lay it out in the field.
You collect this data, and when you bring it back to the office, you then take the legal descriptions and the deeds that are of record of all these properties, and you have to piece all that together with the field evidence and the field data collection. That's where we're like historians and detectives, because we're trying to retrace in someone else's footsteps that surveyed it before, and we're going back.
People should know that the land surveying profession is not going away anytime soon. Even with technology and AI, there always is going to be a need for boots on the ground. The profession is getting more and more sophisticated, so we need young brains and young bodies to get into our profession.